Hello everyone and welcome to Stonehearth with me BANTO. Today we're gonna check out the latest Alpha 23 and this offers a bunch of new pretty interesting things. We're playing this game now totally without any mods, so we're going for the very basic game and we're gonna settle down in a temperate biome and we're gonna check out what kind of a few new features we got for the latest Alpha and what you guys can look forward to see in the future stable one. So this is probably not a town that's going to be like continuing for a long while. We're just going to check out a little bit of Alpha 23 features together and have a good time here. And I will be naming people, so if you guys have suggestions for names, drop them in the comments below and I will be choosing names from each video for this playthrough. So let's go and see what people we want to have. We got it here, a guy, Chopper. He's a good crafter. This guy has a patch for being a potter. We're probably not going to get a potter since we're living in a temperate biome. We'll go for a carpenter the first instead. And here we got a courageous lime rail. And let's make this guy into Banto. Let's have Banto in this town. So I'm gonna get a space in this place as well. So it's looking pretty good. We got a good mix of people. Maybe want to re-roll Willard. So let's go and re-roll him. So we can click this. Let's see. We don't want to click this one. Never click that one if we want to re-roll one guy, because then you re-roll everyone. I have done that before and we're not gonna do it now. You have to click this one. So I'm just gonna look for a person that has a little bit better stats, because he had 1 in body, which is it's not too good. We can probably get something better, like this guy. He's already a lot better with his stats. 6 spirit, 3 body and 4 mind. So let's go with these guys and let's see how many guys do we have. Looks like we have 2 girls and 5 guys. That's a lot of guys. Maybe we can change this so we will have a girl here. It'll be Ellen for now, and we can change the names later. So that's gonna be the girl. Food for days, merchant caravan, or money solves all problems. So what I like to do to go for would be food for days. For the tempered biome with these guys, it's pretty easy to go this one. We can make a sword and everything of that pretty soon. Trapper could be good to get some meat with the trapper, catch some animals, but I'm gonna go for food for days because it's a pretty easy starting with the food. You mostly have to like build a few houses to beat the first day. Okay, so we're gonna find a good place to settle down in. This is pretty close to the mountain, big amount of ground. And I also want to let you know also, we will continue our town Bantonia, of course. We will continue that one. Just now we're checking out Alpha 23, the latest release of Stonehearth, which houses a lot of things, and the reason we're not going for Alpha 23 for Bantonia is because it causes a few problems between the different alphas, and a few of the mods doesn't work between Alpha 22 and 23, so we kind of have to go this way to make sure everything is gonna work correctly. So let's see for a place to settle down. This is a really good ground for building something really big. So I was thinking of settling down close to some berries, and we do have some bushes down here, so this could be a really good spot for us. Let's re-roll this name. Let's go for 7 times. Goldmore. Okay, so Goldmore, this is now a new town. We got our harvest settling down. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with the gathering some berries. We need to get some food, right? We can survive here, and wow, look at these trees, by the way. Those should give a lot of wood, probably pretty ancient, and Banto gonna chop it down directly, rude Banto. And we do have some silkweeds, that's good, that's pretty good. Let's gathering a few stuff. Okay, so let's start with going for a house. I'm just gonna go for a basic house now from the beginning. One of the standard Stonehearth houses. So we're just gonna drop it in, and this way, instead of designing this one for now, we can actually build that and hopefully be it like the first day. So I'm gonna get our carpenter going. Let's see who that's gonna be. Someone with a pretty good mind, which is good for being a crafter. So Ezra Umbro, that's gonna be our first carpenter. So there we go. It's pretty interesting now, since I'm not using any mod at all. I'm just using the basic game, so everything that you guys see now is in the basic game. So one of the first things that have changed for the game recently has been in the user interface. So if you click a character, you can see this little new user interface thing here down here. This looks really beautiful. This stuff is maybe gonna receive an update later on as well, and it just looks pretty good. So we have some new things then. which I'm gonna show you guys. So if you go into the character here, check out Mr. Banto, the courageous Banto, and we have morale, attribute, equipment, backpack, job abilities, and we do have another one called appeal. This one is a thing with your halfling. They have things they love, they have things they like, the things they dislike, and that will make them sadder, happier, and it's not working perfect for the moment. For example, we have seen stuff like the Mason is hating his own workbench and they think it's disgusting. But they should be improving these, and as you can see Mr. Banto here, he likes the ornate comfy chair, so that's one of the new craftables in the games, the ornate. That's pretty cool. And he loves some lanterns and large grate. It's kind of weird though. Oh, I was thinking it was the same. So he doesn't like small ones, he likes big ones. So not small ones, but big ones. And he also do dislike the ornate wooden door and the ornate wooden double door. These are pretty cool, by the way. They change how the fine items looks as well. So instead of making everything look like super golden, they actually made so they're a little bit of gold and like the metal part is a little bit shiny, a little bit reflective. And it does look pretty damn good, so hopefully we'll be able to check that out soon. So let's see what we want to do. A few swords. I'm gonna make like 2 of them, should be good for a while. Can make 1 farmer tool. Can you make a weaver spindle, I guess? We don't really need it for now. So the reason I want to make this directly is because if we put out the workbench and everything, and then we put to build this, the compound will be automatically queuing up every furniture we need, every door, every window. Should be quite good. And it also looked, when I noticed also that it seems like they remade the doors a little bit. They look a tiny bit different. And even these windows should have received an overhaul for them, so they look a lot better. We'll probably add something more to them, or a few more new windows. They aren't like fully open like this, it would be pretty cool. Or if you could, for example, add, we do have these curtains that you can put like over the windows, but it would be cool if you could like upgrade a window to have a curtain and it would be fitting better with the window itself, because it do look pretty weird at some corners, I know. So let's build this house. We do have enough wood, should be fine with that. It looks like they updated the mean bed as well. It kind of looks like that, so let's take a look. Okay, so the mean bed has changed a little bit. And here's one of the appeal things, so the higher the value the better. So that will make the halfling think that, oh, this looks pretty good. And when I designed a lot of buildings in the past, I always been trying to like make everything look good, even though they didn't really do anything. But now you actually get benefit for decorating, for doing some RP, and putting out some cool furniture. And we do have some simple wooden chair that's been updated. Wooden also, I think the dressers updated as well. And this wooden park bench is so much better than before. So if you've seen that one before, it used to be super small. It was like a shrunk down bench in the size of a chair, and only one person can sit in it. And the idea with this is that's going to be possible for 2 halflings to sit down in the same bench, which is going to be really cool. Not sure if they added that yet. I guess we will find out once we put a bench out. And as you can see, the windows has been updated, pretty much all of them. And the door as well. And these are pretty cool. Ornate wooden garden lanterns. So some new lanterns, looking pretty nice. And here are the doors. And these part, they should be like a little bit reflective, a little bit shiny. That should be pretty cool. And we also have a new chest, the ornate leather-bound chest. And this can store up to 64 items, so that is pretty good. Even the leather-bound chest has received an update. I kinda like the old one, but this one might perhaps look a little bit better actually, maybe. Not sure what I prefer about the blue color or the old one that was a little bit of a red one and the chest was a little bit smaller. But they do look pretty good. So that's quite a bit of update already with the carpet. And look at that, we have an ornate comfy bed. We have an ornate wooden dresser. And some tables. And a writing desk. That's pretty cool, and another bench. So even the base game is getting a few new updates. It doesn't look like the comfy bed has received an update, but we do have some updates for the mean bed. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and let's make a few crates. We're gonna need some big ones soon. We should probably go and promote someone to be a farmer. And look for someone that has a green thumb trait, but we don't have anyone with that. So we're gonna go for someone that might be fitting in with this. So I think, maybe not Chopper, he should probably be a crafter since he do have this one out of a crafter. So if you satisfy him with our crafting things, then he will actually be receiving some happy benefits from it. So I'm gonna look for someone else. So I think that June Bell Tower, she can carry a lot with the pack mule. So that is pretty cool. Gonna make her the farmer, the first one. Let's see here from Mr. Banto. Could make him a warrior, but in the beginning of the game I feel like you kind of need to have many people as just, you know, workers. You need to chop down a little bit of wood. You have to do a lot of work around the town, and those things are quite important to be able to beat like the early days. Okay, so let's get a farm down somewhere. The farming, nothing should have really changed with it. There should be, as I understand, a little bit of AI rework for Alpha 23, so they should be a little bit more clever on how they're doing the tasks, and I feel like they're a little bit better. They're not perfect, that's for sure. They're still kind of slow with a few things, like building houses. You have to wait for each other to get stuck and everything, but it's gonna get better. The new building update with the new building system is not in Alpha 23, so that's something that we're gonna see at a later point once they decide that they are ready to release it. And I was hoping for Alpha 23 with it, but if it wasn't ready, I don't think it would be a wise decision for them to actually add it in. So I'm gonna pop down a nice little carpenter house. So we're just using the basic template for now, because I mostly want to show you guys like a few new good features. And the good thing with StoneHearth as well is that if you build a lot of things and you just want to get going, beat the early days, to build something, you could pause the game and design, of course. But if you build early on, you will get the net worth you need to progress to get more halflings, and the more halflings, everything gets faster. And if you don't like the houses, you can just go and click the remove one and remove this building, and that will demolish it, and you can make some new houses in the previous spot. I think we probably need to have like a second farmer pretty early on, so maybe we'll go for that directly. So shopper, okay, that was that the guy. We're gonna make sure that Heart of a Crafter gets to be a crafter. Cecily Burlands, let's make her to also be an farmer. Okay, we have to wait a bit with that, okay. Let's see, the carpenter, how is he doing? He's crafting, okay, so we get in bench. I'm gonna put that one out once we have it. But let's get an stockpile, that's the basic one. I'm gonna drop it down here. I have everything in this one. What we could do, yes, for now, I don't like to have the stockpile normally, because it makes it look a lot uglier. So I'm gonna have some wood, we can have construction. That means the carpenter will be going to the closest stockpile, so we will drop the wood and drop the stuff crafted in this one. We can even remove to not have wood in this one and no construction. And what I like to do sometimes is even to have like a crate that you move to houses. I do it a few times, sometimes I forget it, of course. But it's pretty nice when you build a new house, like take a crate that you know that you store a lot of wood and stone in, and clay perhaps, and then you put it just next to your house that you're building, and that will save a lot of time. They just go back and forth between it, instead of going here and all the way over here. There are also some changes, as you can see, to the light, and look at that, it looks so beautiful. Looks a little bit too boxy perhaps, but I think the light looks so much better. A little bit too boxy, like I said. But I love the small little lights here, it's looking cool. Some flies in the night, or maybe some dust going on there with some lights hitting it. And the light in general, it has changed fully, so that's pretty cool. And I will be checking out a few more new mods for the game soon, so stay tuned for that. It looks like this house is done. Let's go for building the carpenter house. They have a place for the carpenter. It's another new thing that has come with the appeal system, for them to see what they like, what they love, and so on. You have this little icon on here, which you can hold over different things. You can see it selecting different things. So this room, for example, depending on where I hold it, gives up to 1.2 in appeal, and that's a neutral aesthetics. Probably can't say the word correctly, but that's pretty good. So you can look at this. So the halfling probably think this looks pretty bad. There's a lot of stuff just lying around. And kind of the same over here. The farm generally looks pretty good when it grows stuff on it, at least. For the moment it's only grown rocks on it, it seems. But normally it gets a pretty good value there. It's really fun. It's kind of going a little bit towards how RimWorld is if you play that game. You can see how different rooms feel for the people, if they like how it looks and so on. So I think this is pretty interesting. So let's get a little road going between these two houses. That's the pretty basic one, a little dirt road. It's pretty different now, by the way, when I'm playing without any mods. Just using the core game here, and it's pretty fun to see how many different new things all the modders has been adding. So the mods really can enhance the game so much. If you feel like game is lacking a little bit of things, more furniture or decorations, you can download these mods, and I will always put them in the description. With the latest mods I use, you guys can download and use them in your game. But keep in mind, for Alpha 23, the unstable one, which is now actually unstable. They used it to be pretty stable in the past, but now they're unstable. Keep in mind that some mods are not working for Alpha 23 currently. But this is gonna be it for today with Stonehearth, me Banto. Hope you got a little bit of glimpse on Alpha 23 of the new appeal system, and I think it's pretty interesting because halflings actually like, dislike, love things, and it just makes everyone a lot more personal. It's kind of hard though to put out the things that always looks good for the certain people, because some people, they just hate windows, they don't want windows, they just want to live in a barrack or something. So what are you guys' thoughts about the latest update for Alpha 23 for the game? Something you guys would like to see updated in the future, some features? And what do you think about the new appeal system? Do you think it's a good or a bad thing? Let me know, guys. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, and also subscribe for future videos with me, Banto. So thanks for watching, have a good time, and take care. Don't forget to leave a name for our halflings. I will select them for the next video. Thanks for watching, have a good time, and take care.